Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So Kimberley Martin is reporting that she's hearing that the Jets and the Falcons are going to be having joint practices the week leading up to the second game in preseason, right? Where the Falcons are going to be in MetLife Stadium. Now, we take a look at the preseason schedule as it is. Week 1, it's Jets at Eagles, which is August 12th. Week 2, Jets obviously at home taking on the Atlanta Falcons August 22nd. And then in week 3, it's Jets Giants MetLife Stadium, so home game for both teams, August 28th. So let's talk about these joint practices for a second, okay? Because as a fan of football, as a fan of the game here, I love the idea of joint practices. I think number one, it gives the players a mental break. Finally, they can go up against another team, right? I'm not saying that they're necessarily holding back in practices against, you know, members of the same team here, but I think there is a little bit of a governor in practice, if that makes sense. You know, there is, you know, that feeling of, hey, maybe I can't go full out on this hit. Maybe I can't, you know, go the 110% to bring down this running back because I don't want to cause an injury or anything like that, and, you know, cause this entire situation which now hinders the team. I think going up against a different opponent in practice, another positive to joint practices, I feel like it's helpful to go up against a different scheme, go up against different players, different skill sets, and everything like that. You know, think about Sauce Gardner. Day after day after day, week after week, he's going up against the same wide receivers and Garrett Wilson and Corey Davis, and that's great. You know, that's all well and good, but to now all of a sudden have an opportunity to go up against the Falcons wide receivers, right? And of course, we do have the preseason games, but in a practice type of setting, when both teams are competing, because I do feel like it also brings out an edge in all players on the field. Just it's just that natural competitiveness in even if it's in a practice setting. I think it's big. I think it's really, really important for the mental side of things, especially for the younger players. You know, and you can make the same argument for guys like Desmond Ridder, the quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons. Now he can finally see what a different scheme looks like, going up against a Dean Pease-led defense now to a Robert Saleh-led defense. Okay, with tons of young talent all over the place. So I do think it's beneficial, but here's the thing. I do have some fears about last year, right? Carl Lawson, joint practice, season-ending injury. The Jets as a whole were banged up a ton last year, and I mean, we saw lots of players go down with injury in just the practice field. It's not even a game-type setting, okay? And guys are getting hurt left and right. Guys are missing multiple weeks here. It's not, oh, hey, he's banged up for a day or two. Let's ease off these next couple practices. No, like, guys are missing significant time. So, you know, looking at that last season, it definitely makes you pause, and you kind of have a pit in your stomach when you're thinking about the future and Carl Lawson coming back from injury. You know, is he going to look like the same player? Is he going to get hurt again? Joint practices, the players are playing a little bit harder than you know, than normal, or I guess in a normal practice setting. But you know, you can't live your life in fear. That's kind of what I'm telling myself here. And in order for this team to get better, for me personally, I think the joint practice idea is a smart one. I do. I think it's really. I think it does bring a lot of positives to the table. Injuries aside. You know, injuries aside, that's the one thing. If the Jets can just get through these practices injury-free, then it's a win. Then it's a win in my book. I think it's a win in, you know, and by the way, you know, it's also beneficial, I think, too, for the coaching staffs. You know, Arthur Smith, Dean Pease, Robert Saleh, Jeff Ulbricht's former team, Mike LaFleur, to have these one-on-ones with opposing coaches. It's not like they're not speaking to each other or anything like that. It's definitely more of a friendly environment. So I definitely feel like the pros outweigh the cons here, but again, the injuries, they loom, and injuries are a part of football. I get it. I understand it, but I really want the Jets to do everything possible to limit these injuries this upcoming season, if that's even possible, even if that means maybe not going full out. Okay, so at the end of the day, it's about getting better. It's about getting more experience for the younger players here, and even the coaching staffs as well. But I really think injury prevention should be also at the top of this at the top of the list as well. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Are you a fan of the joint practice setting? Obviously, it's a little bit different knowing what happened last year with this Jets team. So I can't wait to check out your thoughts and really see where everybody stands on this. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, go Jets.